What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's episode 40 of the Dad Bod Golf Pod. We haven't fired ourselves yet. We're still going. We're still kicking. We got Nate and Ben in the house. Nate's got a shirt on, looking good.
Yeah.
Ben's is absolutely preposterous, but I love it. It's like a neon tropical.
Oh, my wife is so upset with me for wearing this shirt. And Nate made me feel so good texting me and going, "That's electric. I love it."
You should have done the show in a black light.
I probably should have. The best part about it, in order to solidify my shirt, is my wife took a picture of me standing outside drinking coffee, and she sent it to the family, like our little family group text. And my mother-in-law was like, "I love that shirt. Where did he get it?" And I was like, "See,
there you go, baby."
I was like, you don't have an argument now.
Yeah. Your wife's already sidebarred her mom. Like, don't say stuff like that.
Oh, there's no doubt. Like while we're podding, she's definitely like texting her or calling her, going, don't encourage him. Please don't do that.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it.
Yeah,
Ben
I think
I think I'm gonna. It will take a long time before I do another pod shirtless because I watched it this morning on YouTube. And I didn't enjoy it that much watching myself shirtless for so long.
It's got nothing to do whether you like it or not. It's got everything to do with Kyle and I loved it, and we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the long pauses while y'all were talking and I was staying there with no shirt. That's what really.
We actually texted each other. We did that on purpose.
Exactly. So it's Wednesday, and today I believe the Ryder Cup captain's picks should be coming out at any point in time. It could be coming out while you're listening to this show. So they said that September 8th was the day that they would release the captain's picks, and we're not really sure what's going to happen with Brooks Koepka and his injury. We're going to stay tuned and be watching that. But we wanted to, go ahead and throw out our Dad Bod captain's picks and see if we can come close to predicting who it will be. So
I'm gonna a very, very fast note. The Tour Championship is technically they don't get paid out for the Tour Championship, so Brooks Koepka will get the $395,000, even though he withdrew because it's based on the whole season. So whether he had teed it up at all, he's getting the $395.
Nice.
But anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Cool. So
and Reed, well, that's good because Reed gave himself a raise because he, as you mentioned before, Patrick Reed could have just mailed it in and been like, but I mean, he is vying for a chance to be on the Ryder Cup team. So that's another reason he probably
needed to play. Yeah, he's borderline.
But still, he could have easily said, "I'll just take my close to $400,000 and sit at the house."
Absolutely. So here's what we're going to do. We have the 6 auto picks, which are Morikawa, who's number 1, Dustin Johnson, Bryson, Brooks for now, Koepka, Justin Thomas, and then Patty Ice, Cantley.
That's right.
How big
Tour Championship winner?
We mentioned it, but how big is that? He jumped 5 spots to get into that top. I'm sure the way he's been playing lately, he was going to be picked. I don't think there's a question about it.
He was in, yeah.
But still, to make yourself an automatic qualifier where it's like, that's what I mean. Congratulations, Nate. What a good pick the last couple of weeks, brother. That was
thank you.
He is on fire.
On fire. He's playing well at the right time for the Ryder Cup. So we're going to do 6 captain picks and an alternate, just in case that Brooks does drop out due to injury, and just kind of discuss it, walk through it, and talk through it. Just see what we think. So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Go ahead, Ben.
Do it, Ben.
I mean, I pretty much consider them automatic qualifiers anyway. 7 and 8, Finau and Schauffele, they have to, in my opinion, have to be in there.
Sure.
Spieth kind of went back and forth on this because he has a tendency, but he loves playing for America and he loves Ryder Cup play. So that's my number 3. I am skipping over Harris English. And I am taking the guy that nobody likes, including the Europeans, and Patrick Reed.
Captain America.
Yes, I'm taking Captain America. He's the guy that I tell you week in and week out, I do not pull for, but when it comes to the Ryder Cup and President's Cup, I want him on my team. And then I'm going Webb Simpson just because I'm skipping over Berger, which I hate because I really like Daniel Berger. And I'm taking Webb Simpson. And then I'm skipping all the way down and taking Kevin Kisner I kind of flip back and forth between Kisner and Na. Na's playing hot golf right now. So I really thought about taking him, but then I was like, nah, man, everybody loves Kis. Team loves Kis. Kisner loves playing in USA events. So I'm taking Kisner instead of Na. So Na is going to be my alternate that goes in.
Nice. Nice.
I think, and he may get his chance with Bruce. I don't know if my picks were the ones being picked, but there's some good golfers I'm leaving out, and I kind of feel bad about it. But
I'm going to be straight up honest. I think Brooksy is fine. I mean, when you guys have both hit a shot fat, you've both messed up your wrist on the golf course. It hurts, and it's swinging is miserable, impossible. I mean, the amount of impact that happens at impact. I think Brooksy's fine. I think he wasn't worried about that tournament. If it had been a U.S. Open, if it had been back down the Masters, he would have toughed it out, put some ice on it. The Ryder Cup does not start till September 26th, which is
we got 3 weeks, like 2.5, 3
He's
weeks.
got there's a lot of cortisone shots that can take place between now and then.
Yeah. So
I think
he's gonna be fine. I like picking the alternate because you never know with Brooksy. He may just be like, nah, I'm good.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Golf's not that cool.
No, the majors are over.
Yeah. This isn't a major. This is just a Ryder Cup. This is only for America. This isn't a big deal.
Yeah. All right, Nate, what you got?
Okay, so the 6 automatic qualifiers. Now, that's an interesting point before I make my picks is the automatic, all the points for this list stopped at the BMW.
Right.
I think that's important to remember because Kevin Na has no business being 19th on this list.
No.
He has business being like 9th. So Finau, Schauffele, Spieth, English. I'm going those 4 guys just right off the bat. I'm going to take Reed as number 5. I think it means the world to him. Like I think
is that because of history? Is that why?
The Ryder Cup means everything to him. I don't like him, but he lives for it. So
for sure.
Number 5, Patrick Reed, and then I mean this is going to sound like I'm basically just copying Ben, but I'll take Na as number 6. I think he's playing as good as anybody. If they had extended, I mean, he would have won the tournament, right? I think we determined that he had the lowest.
Yeah, if this is a regular tournament, he wins that tournament.
The lowest cumulative. Yeah, in that case, he'd be, if he didn't automatic qualify, he'd have been sitting right there at 7 or 8.
He would have won it. It would have come down to he and JT playing for the tournament, and nobody else would have been close.
What if
they just started at 0?
His Sunday match, he's got a 6-7 footer to win the Ryder Cup, and he walks that thing in like he does. They'll go nuts. They'll lose their minds.
The only thing I worry about Na is length. That's it. Because the Whistling Straits is a beast. It's like 76 or 7,800 yards.
Well, that's what hurts Kisner. That's what Kisner was saying. That's what bothers him with him being so low. That's why he wanted to qualify, because he doesn't think he's going to get picked, because he is another one that does not hit it very far.
Right.
I think you pair with some big guys for the alternate shot.
Yeah.
Him and Finau will be electric. So,
but how awesome would it be? Because it wasn't copying me, because I took Na as the alternate to Kiz to go in ahead of him. How awesome would it be if you did pair Na with a long hitter and he beat him like 3-2? I mean, that would be if he was like one of the lead outs on singles and that happened, that would pump everybody, because everybody would be like, okay, so we got like our shortest hitter in the group, just put the bomber away, who it may be. Even if it was somebody like a Rahm or somebody like, oh my goodness.
Big name. Yeah.
If it was a big, I mean, I think I don't think that's a possibility, because Rahm's probably going to be the guy that they put as like the anchor, the way he's playing. But still, if it's Na that takes on like we talked about Peterson being, we'd mention that if he's just one that's chosen or somebody. I mean, Peters, he's a guy that's just a bomber, and Na's 100 yards behind him the entire time and beats him 4-3, 3-2.
Oh yeah.
Everybody wakes up and it's like, all right, yeah, it's like all of a sudden. And
you shouldn't have said those things that you were saying about my short hit.
And
Absolutely.
He has a tendency to get under people's skin because he is a little bit of slow. And in Ryder Cup play, there ain't no clock, so he may be able to get away with that.
Interesting point.
All right, so obviously I got the six are locked. Finau, Schauffele, and Spieth are just locks for me. I'm going to go with, so that's going to give me 3 more picks. I'm going to go Patrick Reed, just for obvious reasons. He's just lives for this. He is given himself, he calls himself the nickname that people gave him, which is really uncool, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It'll be cool for the Ryder Cup. So I'll take that. Patrick Reed. This one, then I'm going to skip way down. I'm going to go Sam Burns.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
First of all, golf aside, masterful mustache.
Awesome.
Absolutely
awesome.
The best mustache on tour.
Can he grow it back by September? His wife made him shave it.
Oh man, we got Sam. If you're listening, you got to bring back the stash for the Ryder Cup.
He was going to a wedding. He's going to a wedding this
intimidating.
past Sunday, and his wife said, in order to be involved in the pictures in the wedding, you have to shave the stash. So he said he's going to play and then shave it.
Stand up and run your house, Sam.
Stand up
and run your house,
on, Sam.
I'm not going there with that.
So you got Sam Burns. He's had 8 top 10s this year. He's playing good golf. He's only 16th in the points, so he's not even that far out of the conversation. Mm-hmm. He averages over 300 yards off the tee.
Yes, he does.
He's a good play. He's got length. He hits like 70% or close or something like that in greens and regulation, and then he's 9th in strokes gained putting. So he's a great putter, and that's what you got to have. You got to have those guys that can make the 10-footers under pressure. For par or for birdie to, put the pressure on the European team. So I really
or even the guys that can lag it up there, like the guys that may have a 35, 40 footer and you don't have to worry about them 3-putting because he's going to put it within a few inches.
Yeah. So strokes games putting. Go ahead.
Kyle, how far down the rankings would Bryson have to be for you not to pick him? Like 25, 30? Like
he'd have to be on IR.
Where does he become out of reach for you to dig down and scoop him up?
Never.
70?
Never.
90?
No.
He never will be there. So
even if he were on the form tour,
if he got out of the top 20,
Kyle would be like, we need to
call
him
be there.
up.
He'd be caddying for him.
If he got out of the I would for sure. I'd be following that dude around everywhere. But if he got outside of the top 20, I'd probably say let's wait till the next 2 years. So we got
come up with a new formula for the Ryder Cup standings so he can get inside the top 20.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to do some math for sure. All right, so we got Sam Burns, and then my last guy is Kevin Kisner. And the reason is, number one, he's a great match player. He's a great ball striker. He hits fairways, he hits greens, and he is an unbelievable putter. Yes, his length is going to be somewhat of an issue out there, but in these formats that there's guys that you could put him with, like, you could put him with a Finau or a Schauffele or somebody like that can hit it a long way, and they know they have par at worst in the pocket, especially in the 4-ball, the foursomes or 4-ball scenario. And then when they go to alternate shot, that you're going to be in play. You're going to be in play, and your second shot, if he's hitting it out of the fairway, he's going to be somewhere on the green or around the green because he just hits fairways and greens. That's just what he does. And then, like I said,
it ain't no hobby.
It ain't no hobby. And then demoralizing putter. And then my alternate pick, which
hold on, Kyle, go back to him. He also is everybody loves him in the team room.
Yeah,
he's a great team guy.
He'll be a fan favorite.
He's one of those things where everybody on the team wants him in the room with them. So he's always, no matter how bad the day goes, he's going to have something lighthearted and something good to say that's going to have everybody back in a good mood by the time end of the day rolls around.
Exactly. And then my alternate pick, if Brooksy is out, is Billy Horschel. Go figure. He hits it a long way. He won the Accenture match play, so we know he can play in match play. He's playing pretty good golf this year. He dropped a couple of spots, but he dropped a couple of spots after the here recently. But I like Billy. He's also great. He's a great for content. Like he told the number 16 at the Masters this year. I don't know if y'all saw it, but on 16 at the Masters, I think it was is it Saturday or Sunday when he was, I think he had he was fairly close, or he had an opportunity.
He was
early.
in there.
Yeah. He hits it. It's when the pin was front right up on the top of the hill, and he literally hit it like 2 feet left, and then it trickles all the way down. and he was so mad. He's like, I hit a perfect shot. So then he jars the putt, and you see him go like to the hole after he makes the putt up the hill. Like he's
fiery.
He's a complete psycho, but I love him, and I'm pulling for him. So Billy is my alternate. I think that could be, that regardless of what happens, man, America's stacked. We're just stacked with golfers, and I think it's going to be a fun match at Whistling Straits, which is one of my favorite courses to just aesthetically view. It's just unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to it.
He and Kisner are pretty good buds too. A lot of people don't realize that. So, I mean, that's another thing that would play into, if they took Kiz, Horschel would be another one that would be good to take, just to have him in the team room, just, that continuity. So I do like the fact that the Americans seem to be, if you take away Brooks and Bryson, but the Americans seem to be closer than they used to be. That used to be the big knock on the American players, and which I find absolutely hilarious, because then when JT and Ricky and Spieth started the spring break boys, that would go off and everybody was ripping them. And it's like, okay, you can't have it both ways. Like, you can't say that they don't get along and they don't hang out off the course like the Europeans do. And then when they do, it's not to your standards because they decide to go to the Bahamas and play golf barefoot and shirtless, which I think is fantastic. And I can't wait till Nate does that with us, because that's going to be so awesome.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome. The Ryder Cup, I think, has always meant a little bit more to the Europeans. It's a bigger deal to them.
Their Olympics.
Yeah. And it's so I think it's become a bigger deal with a lot of the younger players growing up. But like Tiger and Phil, first of all, I don't think either one of them ever played particularly well in the Ryder Cup.
No.
And it wasn't, they were chasing majors, which, hey, chase majors, I mean, you
sure.
can't even be in the conversation for player of the year without a major. But
that's why they have guys like Ian Poulter and Sergio that, I mean, Sergio's obviously won the Masters, but like he did not just, they're great. They're good players, but never guys that are going to go win, 4 or 5 tournaments a year. But you do not want any of them in the Ryder Cup. That is they will,
especially in team play.
Yes, they will work you.
I mean, that
Poulter and the dude from Stinson, Poulter and Stinson,
Henrik Stenson
are absolutely nails. Like, they are tough. They're tough.
And Stinson will kill you with just a 3-wood only in his bag. That's another thing.
He'll do that little forward press and just smoke you.
Colin Montgomery, I don't think ever won a tournament in the U.S., but was absolutely nobody in the world could touch him at the Ryder Cup.
You didn't want any part of it. No part of it. So Ben's polo is awesome, but I got the Swannies Legends polo on right now. If you can't tell,
that is fantastic. That's the one that was on back order that I ordered, Kyle. That's the one I wanted, so we could look like the same when we were out there on the course.
So it's got the Arnold Palmer. It's got the Arnold Palmer umbrella, the tiger. It's got a tiger and then a bear, obviously, for Jack Nicklaus.
That's fantastic.
All the legends.
Shiny top button. Get it from Swannies.co. Use coupon code DADBOD, golfpod -25. Take 25% off your next order. We keep talking about it, but our quarterly box is coming in. Can't wait for that. Looking forward to that. Should be any day now. So Swannies.co. Use coupon code DADBOD, golfpod, take 25% off your next order. So moving on a little bit, still talking Ryder Cup. The big talk, I think a lot of people always discuss from like a team aspect and the captain aspect, is who is going to be your anchor guy? Who's going to be the guy that you put out there in singles, the last guy that's going to clean it all up? Who's your anchor guy? And let's just go around the horn and pick who we would take as our anchor pick. Who's the guy you want to hand it to at the end in singles to go out and bring it home?
So quick review of the format, just really fast, like a 20-second review. So you've got 8 matches on day 1, 8 matches on day 2. Those are all team. So that's 16 matches. And then everybody plays on Sunday. So 12 single matches. There's 28 points available. Just to clarify, if there's a tie, then the previous year winner retains the cup. You'll win by half a point. Otherwise, tie retained. So anyway, just to get that. All right. So my anchor man, I'm sending Cantley out first because I have to agree with
first.
I have to agree with Kyle. The guy coming down 18. I went back and forth on this. Do you want an absolute ice cold machine, or do you want someone who is? I mean, because at this point the crowd is absolutely insane, and I think you got to have passion. You got to have somebody who is absolutely electric coming down.
You want to. Oh, okay, I got you.
I want Cantley to go out and get points.
So you want a point? You want a point getter going out first.
I mean, Cantley's not losing his singles match. I don't care who you put against him; he's not losing it.
Right.
So it's a guaranteed point. And then I'm going out on a big limb here. I want Patrick Reed at the end because he wants it more than anything. That's who's anchoring. He will feed off the crowd. He'll feed off all the emotion, all the passion. So give me Patrick Reed coming down the stretch to stick it to the Euros.
I like it.
That's like a double insult too. So like the guy that nobody likes is going to come down and steal it. I like it.
Yeah.
What you got, Ben?
Oh, you want me going next? I'm kind of going the same route, except I don't want Cantley leading off or bringing up the anchor. I want somebody like a Kisner going out first, just because if you said the crowd is electric, I think he feeds off of it. So I want that first, just to kind of intimidate and let them hear the roars. Everybody behind him hear the roars as he moves on, and all of them, since they know it's on American soil, they're gonna be like, it's got to be on us. And then my anchor, even though he's not playing great, I think it's because he's been tired. I'm going to go with Schauffele. I want Schauffele closing out like he did at the Olympics. I want him to have ball in hand. He's missed right now. I know that Reed is Captain America, but right now Schauffele, he's got that. He and everybody's going to be cheering for him with him having that gold medal. Like there's going to be people with fake gold medals on as he is sitting like in the crowd chanting USA every time he steps out there, just because of him having that gold. So I want him being my anchor just from the previous experience he's had from earlier this year.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going based off of who I assume is going to be the anchor pick for the European team, which I believe is going to I think it's going to be John Rahm. He's the best player in the world. And I want who I think is the hottest player right now on tour, and that's Patrick Cantley bringing up the rear. I don't care that he is a wet blanket as far as attitude or as far as personality goes. When the putter gets hot and the putter gets rolling and he is just absolutely pouring it in on top of Rahm, he's just dueled him regardless of the starting position. He just dueled him. They were close on Sunday as far as like where they were in the standings. I think it was only a couple of shots difference. And whenever he had to make a shot, he just watches John Rahm hit a shot that puts an immense amount of Rahm almost hold it out for a double eagle or a super eagle, as Max Homa says, a super eagle. He almost holds it out. That is big time pressure. He's got 220 up the hill, and he sticks a six iron to about, like I said, 15 or so feet to seal it. The dude has been absolute. I don't know what's clicked. Something has just clicked. He's always been a good player, but something has just clicked where he's become a freaking killer, and I love it.
Get on the train. Get on the train, Kyle.
I'm on the Cantley train. If he just could get a little bit fiery, but you know what? That may be even more intimidating. That this dude is just pouring it in, and he has no emotion whatsoever. And like that's intimidating to play with. Some dude that's just beating you senseless and is acting like he does it every single day. So I really like Patrick Cantley. I like good putters for the Ryder Cup. And this dude, maybe some of the best clutch putting I've ever seen coming down the stretch of the season in quite a long time. So
there's something to be said, like you just said, for that business aspect, that seriousness, that not
unflappable.
Because the thing is, how awesome would it be if he is the anchor and he makes a putt to win it on 18 and he actually shows emotion? Can you imagine how lit that place is going to be?
He finally realizes he has $15 million.
It finally hits him that he's got $15 million.
And I also like Kisner going off first as well.
I do like that pick.
because you're going to have to shoot 68 to beat him. You're going to have to shoot 3 or 4 under to beat him because he's going to shoot. He's going to be steady. He's going to shoot, 2 under at just about minimum. You're going to have to go low to beat him. You're not going to be able to depend on him to make mistakes.
And he's got the crowd on his side.
Yeah, I do like this setting the tone. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's first match out and then they are just going to be fired up.
And now I may turn around and back it up with Patrick Reed. Just go Kisner,
back to back.
Pour it
out.
Right at the beginning.
Go Kisner Reed right off the bat.
Good gracious.
Get the crowd going. Just be fairway and greening them to death, and then putting like lights out under pressure. Just go ahead and just break their will. That's what my
make for awesome television too. Yeah, especially since they would finish early, Kyle. Yeah. It would be so great to get the rah-rah guys to finish early, and then they can go sit with the crowd to see those last 4 or 5 matches come in, and they're up there drinking beers and popping champagne already with all their American gear. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, Kisner's going to be over there watching the Georgia game. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, Kisner, and he's going to just whip you with just a giant dip in, just a huge plug, just fairway darting you to death, and then got a big wad in the whole time. I love it.
So tell me this, guys. Tell me, and it doesn't work out like this, obviously, with the format. It's singles, but you got to pick 2 guys from our team that this can be the deciding match. Just say they got Rahm and Rory, and you got to pick 2 guys to play together, alternate shot from the American team. Who are you putting together to?
Who's your best? Who's your best team? But
it's gonna be your best combo. Yeah. Okay. Not just the 2 best guys. Yeah. I'm just gonna. This is purely for the sake of getting everybody riled up. Give me Bryson, the off the cuff. Somebody needs to keep a leash on him, and the leash holder is none other than Papa English. Give me Harris English, cool, calm, collected. Don't even know he's there. Even out literally. Bryson's atrocious everything, and we'll take them down 4-3.
You think that's going to be the electric team? Okay, I like it.
But what if Bryson just brings out like Harris English all of a sudden? It's like, oh wow, like we didn't know that. We just thought he was a suburban dad.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
I don't even have him on the team, so they're.
I'd like to see.
You can't do that.
I have Harris on there.
I would like to see the spring break gang.
Yes.
Get lit. JT and Spieth.
Yes.
That'd be pretty electric.
Spieth has kind of started to come back a little bit. He's had a good year.
Oh, wow.
And JT obviously won the Players. He loves this kind of stuff. He loves the Ryder Cup. He loves the President's Cup. He loves the Olympics. So those 2 guys would get fired up. The crowd would just absolutely love that team, and the electricity in the air following that group. I think that would be the team I want to see together and just dominate. That would be a ton of fun to watch those 2 guys get together. I don't know if they'll play together, but
I think he tries to put them together at least once. Yeah, because everybody always does. Now, I'm glad you took that pick because that solidifies mine. Because I wanted to go that route, just because when you're picking 2 guys that you, like you just said, Nate, you got to pick 2 guys that's your group you want to see. Well, everybody wants to see those 2. I mean, I do. But they have gotten real close because I've seen the interviews of my guy again, Morikawa, who I've taken a few times, even though he's not playing well. Yeah. And JT and Morikawa, apparently they have some little bond now. Yeah. Because JT, when we saw him in college, said, "Hey, when you get to pros, look me up. Let's start talking." So they have like it's not that party spring break type, but apparently they do have some sort of cohesiveness between the 2 of them. So I think that would make for they're comfortable. I think JT would be able to keep Colin, who's young and a little vibrant. He'd be able to say, "All right, here's what we need to do here." But yet they would still know when to let loose whenever they, made 2 or 3 birdies in a row and get the crowd going. So that would be my pairing. Is it bad to say that JT is already a veteran, even though he's not crazy in his 30s? What is that all about?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So JT, the veteran, JT and the veteran, and the young guy Colin, even though there's what, 3-4 years between them, maybe.
Right.
It's crazy.
And aesthetically, that's a really good walking down the fairway because they're probably within a centimeter of each other height wise. So
Yeah.
we've got a united front walking down the fairway.
They're like clones. They're like clones of each other out there. Absolutely. So we have we talked briefly about the European team. Nate did a little bit of last minute crack research on how they pick their team. It's a little bit different than the way the Americans do. I think ours is based off the top 6 is based off, you get points based off money earned, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And it's pretty cut and dry. The money you earn gives you points for the year. And then from there, you just literally go down the list. Theirs is a little bit different. So Nate, tell us how the European team will be decided. They only have 4 picks right now that are solidified.
I don't know if any of theirs are solidified. The last I looked,
they have 4 that are locked in. 4 that are locked in. They have Rahm, Fleetwood, Hatton, and McIlroy are locked.
Before you get into it, Nate, let me just go ahead and say how excited I am. The fact that Tyrrell Hatton, the human soundbite, will be on the team and be out there.
He'll be there.
And Tommy Fleetwood's beautiful, luscious
locks
of hair will be
a flow.
Through that Minnesota or Wisconsin wind or wherever Whistling Straits is up there.
So they got Kyle. You got to stop with the geography, man.
I know. I just don't even try. I take step outs, man. I'm sorry. I know it's up there on one of those lakes.
It's up.
I know it's up there down in the Bahamas. It's so awesome.
I mean, it's definitely north of Bruton, Alabama.
It's definitely north of Bruton, Alabama.
Thank goodness we're playing in South America this week.
I mean, daggum that. I tell you what, that Indiana wind.
It's beautiful.
So they've got the race to Dubai, which I think is their FedEx Cup, more or less, their season-long points race. So the top 4 guys from that are automatic qualifiers. And then they kind of do like Olympic style. They take the next 5 guys down the world golf rankings. So
they have 9.
Total of 9 automatic qualifiers. Right. Okay. And then Patrick Harrington, the captain this year, will pick 3 captain's picks.
So 9 guys can auto qualify, and then you only get 3 captain's picks. That's interesting.
Which we used to do 8 and 4. The Americans used to do 8 and 4.
Right.
So, I think we just recently swapped that to 6 and 6. So, but I wonder. I would love to know. Does Stricker just have like a group text with the other guys, with Zach Johnson and I think it was Fred Couples, or who they look like? What do you guys like? No, I look pretty good this weekend. Did you guys catch Nah? Yeah, okay. Put them on the list. I mean, does he just have like a note in his phone with 6 spots, and he just like sends it out to the?
Didn't Phil get announced this week as being one of the?
He certainly didn't get announced as a captain's pick. Yeah, so
no, one of the honorary captains. Like because you see that you've heard some of the players say, "Yeah, I've made my pitch." Like they'll pull them to the side and they'll make their pitch of,
right.
Hey, I know I'm not playing well right now, but
my game is really coming together.
I know you love me and all, but I mean,
right
my damn self, I feel real good about myself, my damn self. So you need to put me in there.
I mean, daggum, I've been putting the lights out a little 2-2 game back home.
2-2. 2-2 max press 4 times.
If I was Kevin Na, I'd just send a screenshot of the 1 bogey I had for 72 holes. I'd just send that to Steve and be like, "Good morning, Steve.
Morning, Steve.
My 72 holes.
Yeah,
71 par better."
Low round of low tournament.
That pull your quote out, Nate, from Dadbods Golf Pod. Send him that soundbite that says, "If we're playing a regular tournament, he wins that tournament this past weekend."
Sure.
He ends the year on a win if they're playing stroke play.
Hey, I was doing, I'm doing crackpot research all the time. Cantley gets the $14 million up front, and $1 million of it goes into a retirement account that the tour manages. That he gets when he retires. Yeah. So
I believe I'd have to go ahead and have that other $1 million.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, I'm sorry, but
I trust myself a little bit more than.
I get what the tour's trying to do there, because they announced that a while back about doing that retirement. I'm like, man, these guys make so much money. Like, this isn't
just having money. Don't mean you're good at managing it, though. They've done
you're right.
Specials.
I agree.
Broke.
So
I don't
know. Cantley's a big 401k Roth IRA guy. He's like, put $2 million of it. I'll just take 13 of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump my 401k full of.
I'm just gonna get some high interest CDs. I mean, he just seems like a high interest CD kind of guy.
Like a 30-year CD kind of guy. Yeah, get 3%. Yeah. So
He's so quiet. He's got all of us fooled. We don't know what he's thinking, man. That guy probably has got a secret life that none of us know about.
That's true. That's true. Selfishly, for the European team, I really hope Guido Migliosi gets picked because that is the awesomest Italian name that you can ever come up with. Guido Migliosi.
That's awesome.
Just to hear him say Migliosi over and over and over and over.
Guido, like, isn't Guido kind of like
yeah?
Isn't Guido kind of disparaging? Like if you say
it's like means fat in Spanish. Gordo.
Spanish.
I missed that.
We're
one.
talking about Italian.
That was a Kyle Rush geography step out type thing there.
My goodness gracious!
I'm gonna
you guys
stay away
gotta
from other
stay away from
languages.
the maps, brothers.
Other languages.
Kyle's like, it's up there somewhere. It's up there somewhere.
You know what Guido means in Italian?
Go ahead.
This is from Google Translate. So if this is wrong, it's I drive.
Yes, he does.
I drive.
Yes,
That's a cool golf name.
Hey, what if he's like Guido's after he pounds one down the middle?
Guido's.
Why the fact he's not wearing a driver's cap the entire time too while he's playing? He should totally own that name. I don't know why he does.
If you had walked out on your porch wearing that shirt and that cap, your wife may not have let you back in the house.
I would have been so divorced.
Yeah,
I would have been divorced.
Dude,
like papers would have been served while we were doing the pod.
I kind of like that though. I'm gonna be honest. The driving cap's starting to grow on.
I like it backwards. And you wear some of those like sunglasses they wear inside, so like they're like not super dim,
transition lenses.
Yeah. You throw that on, brother, and with that shirt
and wear gloves.
Well, see, you didn't play with us, Nate.
You'd be at the Villages playing the concerts at the Villages down at the retirement home.
I have to wear sunglasses
6
when I
o'clock.
play. Like, so Kyle can tell you, I could have the colored sunglasses to match the hat. I can make that happen.
And you came by the other day pimping with the Nikes and the sunglasses.
For sure. Hey, so that was our Ryder Cup show. So stay tuned. The picks will come out at any point in time. They may have already come out by the time you listen to this on Wednesday, but we wanted to have some fun and see what happens. We're excited. This is a fun time of year. It always is whenever it comes around. President's Cup or Ryder Cup, they're both tons of fun. We're looking forward to it. So, guys, last sponsor, Sweetrollzgolf.com. If you want to putt like Patrick Cantley.
With the Z.
You want to putt like you can't putt like Patrick Cantley, but
careful.
But you can feel good. You can feel good anyways. With Sweetrollz and look good with a Sweetrollzgolf.com grip. Use coupon code DADBOD20. Take 20% off your next order. The website is literally stocked with every grip. Every grip's available. So go get on there, pick you out one, and get to rolling it. Feels good, look good. Roll it good. So we appreciate it. This has been episode 40 of the Dadbod Golf Pod. It's crazy to think that we've done 40 episodes. Seems like we just started yesterday.
That's right.
We appreciate you guys for listening. Follow us on all socials, Dadbod Golf Pod everywhere. Everywhere you got a social media platform, just search Dadbod Golf Pod. You'll find us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We go video on YouTube every single day.
Every time.
In case you missed it, Nate did a show shirtless. It's a great video. It's a little awkward, but
which we've already received feedback on.
Already got feedback on. So, yeah. So go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. Leave us a review on the Apple Podcast app. We'll read it out loud. We need more of those to help in search rankings. So rate, subscribe, review on the podcast app. And then just tune in next time, episode 41, the only daily golf podcast out there, guys. Every single day you're getting golf content. What could be any better? So we appreciate it. Listen to us next time.
Dadbod Golf Pod.
Always stroking.